One of the, I sort of guess, the tips that you can use is, if you know you're going to be doing something where you're like, I just don't want to do this, I feel uncomfortable about this, I just don't want to do it, but I know I have to, is once again, identify what is the aspect that you're not looking forward to. So say it's being at an event with a friend or someone that's not a friend, and you're like, right, okay, I've got to be a part of this. I don't want to see this person. And so say you've gone to this party, or you're preparing yourself for it. Imagine yourself there if this one person wasn't there. What kind of space would you be in? How much are you actually looking forward to? It might be something you really want to go to. It's your best friend's 40th and you're super pumped and you're so excited about what's going to be happening. You're going to be, I don't know, going to some water park and you're jumping on all bouncy toys in the water and things like that, and you're going to be at this sort of event, and you know the whole thing's going to be fun. Everyone's going to be having drinks later, you know, you get along with everybody really well, and it's just super exciting. But then this niggle of this one person being there that you really don't like and there's a big issue with, sort of stops you feeling any of that excitement, stops you feeling any of that joy or that sort of interest in even wanting to go. So identify with when you're doing something and it's going to throw you out of your comfort zone. One, if that niggle, the thing that's uncomfortable, wasn't going to be a part of it, say karaoke, and you don't want to do it because your voice is croaky or whatever, how would you be if that niggle wasn't there? And ask yourself, visualize yourself being at something without that niggle being there. How would you then experience it? How would you then be in yourself? How would you be in yourself before you went to it? Would you actually be more energetic? Would you be more excited? Would you be more happy? Would you maybe share with other people about what's coming up for you? And because often when something's worrying us or bothering us, it takes away so much of what else we're really feeling towards something. So one of the key is just remove that niggle. Imagine yourself without that niggle there. How you'd experience it, how you'd be feeling before it, how you'd feel there, and what you'd feel when you got home. Say for that party, you know you'd be feeling when you got home like, oh, that was such a good night. I've just had the best time. I'm so grateful. I've got so many beautiful friends and they love doing things that I love doing, and how lucky am I? And I just feel so grateful. But we might not let ourselves imagine any of that because that one person's going to be there. So then once you've identified how you would feel without the niggle, bring yourself into, why does this niggle me so much? Why does that one person bother me? Well, because they were just so rude to me last time and they really made me feel disrespected. But yeah, so identify that niggle and why that niggle is there and what that niggle made you feel and why it made you feel that way. And actually ask yourself, does this one niggle have more power? Am I going to give more power to that one person who doesn't respect me, who I don't actually feel I resonate with, who really doesn't have anything to do with my life, and unless I was going to this party, I wouldn't be seeing them, wouldn't be connecting them, certainly wouldn't be thinking about them. So am I seriously going to let that one niggle take away all of the joy of getting ready to go to that party, being at that party, enjoying it afterwards? Or am I just going to be focused on, I just don't like that person. What are they going to say to me? How are they going to make me feel? What are they going to do? All those sorts of questions that we ask ourselves. And because ultimately, all that is a reality is what is in our minds. Mm. You can have 1,000 people at the same concert experiencing exactly the same thing, but every single one will experience it in a different way. Mm-hmm. Because they would have just come from somewhere new. They'll be going to somewhere different. They'll be sitting next to somebody different. They might have a certain gut issue. They might have references. Say you're watching an opera and something happens and it triggers a thought from a previous relationship, and then that throws you into a different space. we can all experience the same physical and external reality, but the only actual reality that takes place is the one that takes place in our head. And so if you're going to be going to something that makes you feel there might be some discomfort in, it is ultimately your reality, your choice as to whether you're going to focus and keep your awareness on the niggle, or if you're going to make your reality all about, actually, no, this is what I want to enjoy. This is how I want to feel. These are the people I want to connect with. And it is my best friend. And you know what? I'm not going to give power to this niggle and take all of that value and how much I love and respect and nurture my friend because of that little discomfort. And I'm not going to let my friend see me not experience the joy of being there because I might be a bit uncomfortable with this. And so it's just simply about choosing where you want to put your awareness. Do you want to focus on that, which is going to ultimately be how you would experience it without this? Or do you just want to focus on this little one thing? And then you miss the whole party. You don't enjoy getting ready for it. You don't enjoy being there. And when you look back, all you're thinking about is that person didn't even say hello to me. But you could have had an epic time if you weren't worried about that. And so it's all about choice and the reality you want to experience in your mind. And if you're feeling uncomfortable, it's ultimately about going, okay, well, what am I feeling in here that is causing that discomfort? And is this really what I want to focus on, or do I want to put my awareness onto something new? And choosing that. So yeah, but that's this one thing. Ultimately, what do you want to honor more? Something you don't like or something you do? Because whatever we put our awareness on and our attention on and our focus on, that's what we're honoring in that moment. That's what we're placing our value in. That's what we're giving importance to. And so it's, what do you want to give that importance to? Dive deep within my own mind and to trust the intuition.